I've said this before. I think Kyoyu would just tell everyone what he thought of them, and then pass out sucking his thumb or something on the couch with his glasses all tilted, and then France would be riding on him. I don't think Sebastian would be a gin drinker. Because I like gin. I'm a gin drinker when I drink. In gin and tonics, it's a very British drink. And gin drinkers, though, you can always tell from other drunks. Because they're not as sloshy. They're not as, hey! Gin drinkers just try so desperately to hold it together that it is tragically hysterical. Like, a person who is drunk on beer will walk like this. A gin drinker who's drunk on gin walks to them, totally normal, but the entire world is a flight of steps. So they're sort of tilted forward like this. And you can totally see them, but other than that, they're like, oh yes, no, everything's fine. Yes, no, officer, I've only had one drink. 5 times. That would be Sebastian if he was drunk, otherwise he would just be red-eyed, sitting there with his hair all ruffled, and he'd be like, you know what I think about you, Kyoya? I think you need to be a demon. You would make an excellent demon. Excellent demon. You really should. I shouldn't do this because you're late in the competition, but you're practically one as it is, you're just mortal, but you figure it out, whatever, and Kyoya would be like... France riding away. Yes, my lord. There you go. It was just for you. Just for you. You're very welcome.
I heard this voice sample between you, I think it was Britain, and the person who plays Hungry. I forgot her name. Yeah.
Lucy Christian, yeah.
Yes. I heard a voice sample, and it was kind of like a marriage counseling thing between you and Britain. And I wanted to see if that was actually legit or not. Was it?
Yeah.
Probably. I was probably drinking gin that day, so... I kind of remember that, but I've done so many ridiculous things as Francis' voice that I don't remember. People come, hey, you remember the time you proposed to me? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What?
It was Terry. It was a Scott Freeman episode of Diana.
That's right. Oh my God. See, thank God for you people who remember everything. I've slept since then. I'm like, I don't know. What's my name? What have I been in? I'm just going to start printing up my Wikipedia page and be like, yes, apparently I am married to Brina Palencia. I don't know when that happened. It was a really drunk weekend in Vegas.
Thank you, Mr.
You
Tatum.
are very welcome. Mr. Tatum, please don't call me Mr. Tatum. I feel like I should be taking homework from you, please. And today we're going to read Silas Marner. So, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Yeah. J, which stands for juicy, if you ask Christopher Simon.
Only if you wear the pants that say it on the butt right there. That'd be hot.
Never
Do
going
it.
to happen. Never going to happen. I don't wear bedazzled pants.
Well, just leave the bedazzles to me, because obviously. Anyways.
You pull it off so well. I mean, why would I want to wear bedazzled pants when I got to compete with you? Come on, because I'm clearly going to lose.
Please. Anyways, talking about destroying childhood and Doctor Who.
Why did you say destroying childhood and Doctor Who in the same sentence? What's wrong with you? Where's this going?
No, it's not going like that.
Okay, good.
It's nothing like that. But my mother brings me to these conventions, and she demands a prize every year. And this year's prize is to get up here, put on my beard, like this, and say, Mr. Tatum, will you please tell my mother happy birthday in Sebastian's voice.
And what is your mother's name?
Kelly.
Kelly? All right. Kelly, this is just for you, my dear. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. That ought to like get you through the winter with that, like what you owe her. That should take care of the next 5 car payments. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You have awesome memory.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had a quick industry question, and then I had a random question for you.
All right.
And so my question is, like, I think I'm pretty serious in trying to, pursue voice acting as this career. I was wondering though, is there any any necessary qualifications to be able to audition for a part? Do you have to have like a degree or some kind of training?
No, you don't. You don't have to. That said, it helps if you do have some sort of background in acting.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you need to have gone to school for a degree in acting or something like that. I mean, it's great if you can. But having said that, it's extremely rare that someone shows up to any studio anywhere, either New York, LA, or in Texas, with no prior acting experience at all and is able to cut it, because and when you come in, no one cares what you've done. No one cares. You walk through that door, you've got 10, 20 minutes to make an impression, and then if you either do or you don't. And then it's either a good impression or a bad impression. And the truth is, most people, I've seen a lot of people come into the situation with no acting background whatsoever. They've never even done so much as a cold reading in a classroom. And when they sit in front of the mic for the first time to read their first audition, they're insanely nervous. They don't know how to use it. I mean, they've come into it kind of overestimating their own natural talent. And while natural talent will get you very far, the reality of sitting in front of a mic in front of complete strangers and hearing yourself through headphones, and unless you've done it before in some capacity, it's going to be such a shock to your system when doing it for the first time in audition that it's very rare that anyone succeeds doing that. So get experience any way you can. If it's doing stage work for your local community theater, if it's doing workshops at a local college, or just taking a few classes, you don't have to have a lot of degrees, you don't have to have a fancy resume. I certainly didn't when I got into this. But it helps, the key word in voice acting is acting, as my good friends, the Ayers brothers, like to say. And if you don't have some form of acting under your belt, the chances are you're not going to be very good or natural sounding in audition, and you will have wasted, your shot. So it's good to come as prepared as possible. And so yes, do everything you can to get acting experience before you get into voice acting, is my advice.
Oh no, I do take acting classes.
Excellent.
It's just great because now I can focus my major on my backup. And I can take all my classes while I do that and pursue that with something in case something doesn't work out.
And having a backup plan is absolutely vital if you want to get into any creative job, because creative jobs, those are the jobs everybody wants, so competition is very, very stiff. So it's like, I'm going to be an actor, which means I'm going to be a waiter for a little while I act on the side. I mean, I acted on the side for years while I had an advertising job, and it was only, after I'd done it for about 3 or 4 years that I finally just had the shot to go full time. But even that was an incredible risk, and I was just extremely lucky for it to work out. So yeah. Good. It sounds like you've got a good head on your shoulders, that you're going about it the right way. So the short answer to your question is no, you don't need a degree. No one cares. No one cares. Like, what school did you? Oh, you went to Yale. Excellent. No one cares. No one cares. For what it's worth, and I don't say this because I think it's a cool thing, but I never finished college. I would love to go back someday because I like the atmosphere. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, so I didn't go to college. And then I just sort of fell into one job after another, and then sort of accidentally, as I've said before, got tricked into this industry. And I've loved it ever since, though I do have a lot of acting background. I never studied it. I don't have any sort of degree.
Wow.
So, yeah, I know, right? I probably should get one.
Yeah.